When the frogs form an orchestra, they do not need a conductor. Good day to all my viewers, and welcome to this episode. Today we're going to Thursday, July 27, 2023. And I began with 8 cities 50 pesos as my chop money. Uh, and well, I was still staying at Book Room, I suppose. Yes, I was still staying at Book Room. I went to Yan- Yanyawo Adventist Church. That's where Ofori is. I've told you about him. And I saw him. Well, I gave him some pamphlet, two names. uh, I gave to him, and I think I gave some to be given to the headmaster. Mm. Okay, then from there I went to Confanoche. I think the schools were closed. The school was closed. Adventist Church. The students went to the stadium or so. Mm. Then from there, I went to Confanoche, then to Presbyterian School at Moshizongo. They received me well as well, but the woman was overpowered by others. They resisted it, and then I saw that I had to leave that place. I had to stop going to that place. Uh, yes, then earlier she told me to come in September, and the date was July 27th. September I went, and that was when the trouble started. Some of this teachers, some of the tutors resisted her acceptance of me. Mm. And I told them I wouldn't be there again, at least for some time. Even that day, even that September when I went, I was told to come on Monday. So the resistance might have started earlier. I was told to come on Monday, and so on and so on. Then I went back to Bukrom Primary. Mm. I have here set 5 CD. I suppose I sold that pamphlets for 5 CD. No, I spent 5 CD rather. I'm sorry. I spent 5 CDs that day. Book room to all these places. I think I just walked book room to Moshizango. Then we go to Friday, July uh, 7. My chop money was 3 CDs, 50 pesos. And I spent 50 CDs that day. What did I do? Okay, I also withdrew 800 CDs from the bank. Mm. And that was when I saw the Malam at Al Huda in Moshizongo. He's called Gawood. He gave me the name as Abgowood, an elderly man, but he was not willing to help. So you see, you cannot say somebody is not willing to help because of his faith. This is a Muslim. So some Muslims are not willing to help. Some Christians who are not willing to help. Some Muslims are very well willing to help. Some Christians are very well willing to help. That's why I say it doesn't depend on the faith. It depends rather on the character, on the individual. Mm. It's called Gawood. Then, that's a Moshizongo. Then, I attended the mosque there. As I sold nothing. Then from there, I went to Kajitia and I would lose some money from the bank. And I bought bread and cabbages. And all I spent uh, 50 CDs. I also put 10 CDs on my wallet. so that I can be buying some units, some airtime. We go to Saturday, July 29. I had 743 CDs, uh, 30, 50 pesos as my chop money. And when I say chop money, I mean spending money, money that I can spend. Mm. And that was 29th July, Saturday. Yes, that's when I met a headmaster called Rashid. He's on Facebook and whatnot. He collected some books to sell. We came to agreement. I wrote my numbers down. He too wrote his numbers now. At the end of the day, his numbers were not tallying with mine. And also at the end of the day, he asked me to go to somebody and collect the money. Can you imagine that? You have collected my books to sell. That fellow was not there. And when I came to you, you say, oh, go to this fellow and collect your money. And they say they respect people. No wonder they would just come, some of them come on uh, Facebook and whatnot and say they are doctors, they what do you call it, university graduates and whatnot, when they are not. Claim identity that they don't have. Mm. Uh, why do you come and call yourself Dr. Rashid when you are not known as a doctor? Mm? So you can imagine, it's not surprising that my uh, data and his data were not tallying. It's not surprising that after selling the thing and waste my books and wasting my time for weeks, he's now directing me to somebody else, a woman, to go and collect the money. Can you imagine that? I didn't waste time. I reported him to the director, and there was confusion there. The director didn't even know who to believe. You see, waywardness. I'm sorry to say that, but I recorded it. They don't know I record these things. Hmm? Okay, I wrote money loss with Rashid because 64, 40 plus 24, 64 cities I lost with him. Mhm. That's somebody who calls himself a doctor. Oh, okay. I paid Mensa the printer 200 cities and I spent in all 209 cities that day. That day being Saturday, July 29th. We go to July 30th, and that was Sunday. Uh, my chop money was 334 cities, 50 pesos. And I spent 000 that day. It was Sunday 30th, first Sunday. I believe I didn't go out. I spent nothing that day. I had gotten everything I needed the previous day. And that was Saturday, yam and whatnot. Uh, so Sunday, I spent nothing. We go to Monday, July 31st. I had 134 cities, 50 pesos, and I spent 98 cities, 30 pesos. Mm. After all the rounds. Well, it was an active date. I had so many activities, so many places going. I'll leave that out to lessen the boredom I put on you. To lessen the boredom that I put on you. We will go to Tuesday, August 1st. So we are now in the month of August, and I had 39 cities, 20 pesos left as my chop money, and I spent 26 cities. There was a rainfall from 8 p.m. to 3 a.m. Wow, I see. August. From 8 p.m. to 3 a.m. Rainfall that day, Tuesday, 1st August. August 1st. Good Wednesday, August 2nd. My chop money was 75 cities, 20 pesos. Uh, it doesn't seem to be a very active day. I spent 25 cities, 20 pesos. Mm. My movements, well, I made some movements to Kajetia, to Bank, to Babu Runabout, to Pukrum Junction, Salman to cities. Okay, that's all. I spent 25 cities, 20 pesos that day. We go to August 3rd. and that was Thursday. I put there my chop money as 0 cedis, 40 pesos. I don't know if that's right. And yet I spent 67 cedis. Let's see if I made some money somewhere. Let's see if I made some money somewhere. And I bought a lot of things too. Cabbage 8 cedis, bread 12 cedis, chewing sticks 1 cedi, kejetia, we went to kejetia 3 cedis. And then to the bank I walked. And yes, Mustafa, somebody called Mustafa School. I got 25 cedis there. I think that is at Pakoso or near or going to Pakoso. Mm. Then I sold names there, names and their meanings, 70 cedis. Okay, yes, I see the source of my money now. Then I also had 75 cedis of sales. Yes, and I spent total of, no, I gained rather a total of 145 cedis. Mm. But then I spent 67 cedis that day. We go to August 8. I had 15 cedis, 40 pesos left as my chop money. Then I spent 39 cedis. And I spent 39 cedis. That was Saturday 8/5. That was Saturday 5/8. That's August 5th. August 5. We go to August 6 and it was a Sunday. As usual, I spent nothing that day. No activity. I suppose indoors throughout. We go to, I suppose I was indoors throughout. We go to Monday, August 8th. Pardon me, it's pretty hot here. I beg your pardon. Forgot to take my hanky. It's very hot here. Or let me say hot here, because I can't compare the heat here to the northern part of Ghana. So it's quite hot here. Where were we? Sunday, yes, Sunday I spent nothing. We go to Monday, August 8th. I started with 10 cities, 90 pesos as my chop money, and I spent 15 cities. Mm. Uh, we go to Tuesday, 8th August. I have it here, TU 8/8. I had 5 cities, 90 pesos to chop or to spend. And yet I spent 169 cities. Some money came from somewhere. Uh, I bought a lot of items. Uh, yes, I have here sales as 104 cities. Mm. Then, pardon me, I have sales as I have cold. I have a cold. With I have here 5 cities, 90 pesos, and yet I spent 169 cities. But I have sales here 1 plus 104 cities. Mm. And maybe some other sales somewhere. All right, we go to Wednesday 8/9. As I had 206 cities, 50 pesos, and I spent 196 cities. Well, I don't know what I bought that was too much. Okay, phone. I think, yes, I bought a pocket phone, smallish one, for 150 cities that day. That brought my expenditure up to 196 cities plus others. We go to August 10, and it was a Thursday. I started with what? I spent 48 cities that day anyway, and I started with 10 cities. 10 cities. Then we go to Friday, August 11, I had 746 cedis that day. I suppose I took some money from the bank. Can I see it? But anyway, when the money goes up like that, it means I withdrew some money from the bank. So that Friday, 11 slash 8, August 11, I had 746 cedis. No, not even 7,462 cedis. Yes, 7,456 cedis. I had withdrawn 7,500 that day on the 10th. Yes, I didn't write it and I wrote it on top there. And so I had pardon me. And so I had 7,462 cedis. Now, and I spent 6,470 cedis. I suppose, yes, I paid some money at Bakoso for accommodation. So I spent 6,477 cedis, 50 pesos. We go to August 12, which was a Saturday. I had 995 cedis, 50 pesos as my job money. And then I was given a Facebook pin, which I wrote down here, but not, of course, not used, not in use now. They keep on changing pins for us. And so I think I can read it 681969. And that was Saturday, August 12th. We go to, okay, we are still on Saturday, August 12th. From Bukuro, I went to Runabout, airport Runabout, paying 2 cedis. Then from there, I took a car to Pakoso, paying 4 cedis, 50 pesos. And back 4 cedis, 50 pesos. Back to where I don't know, maybe back to airport Runabout, maybe. Then from that airport Runabout to book room, 3 cedis. Then, when I went to airport Runabout, I bought cocoa for my friend Abu upon his request early morning. The place is far from his home, so buy some for me on the way. And I think twice or so I bought cocoa for him on the way. And I made sales of 7 cedis. And that day, I spent 19 cedis. I spent 19 cedis. Of course, my job money that day, Saturday, 8/12, was 995 cedis. So on the following day, Sunday, I must be left with quite an appreciable amount of money. So I think, viewers, we stop here on Saturday 12, Saturday 12/8. And in our next video, we will begin with Sunday, August 13, 2023. Thank you very much for giving me your attention. May God bless you all. Ilalekai. Bye bye. Au revoir.